Hi everyone, Carl here. This is your week 7 housekeeping update, but in video form. I haven't given you the chance to see me in some time. Um, I was sick and we've been kind of disconnected and living mostly through the written word. And so I thought maybe this week's housekeeping update should be in person, such as it is. So there's kind of a lot of things happening this week, and I just wanted to make sure we're connected about it. Your grades through week 5 are finished. I'm starting on your grades for week 6, the one you just closed on Sunday, today, and hope to have those turned around to you in less than 24 hours. Going to do my best with that. This week, obviously, you have a short writing assignment to do. We have the discussion boards, but then also the 25th is the deadline. It's been open through the whole term. It's the deadline for your production response paper. And none of the production response stuff lives in the week 7 block. It's up in the welcome block under the last heading there. And that's where you go to watch a play, and then where you go to write on it in accordance with the prompt that is there. And that work is also due at the end of the week. So it's kind of a crowded week this week, I guess. Less material to digest than in week 6, but more stuff due. And then, of course, you have a test. So I just wanted to shoot a flare up about it because even though I've sent you messages before about the production response paper, I noticed that in these compressed classes, that work tends to get overlooked sometimes, and that can put people's grades down who otherwise should be sailing through the course. And then next week, the short week, there's only 2 things to worry about. You have the farewell voice thread, where we talk a little bit, reflect a little bit on everything you've digested in this like whirlwind 7-week process. And then you have the final test in the course. So the question that always comes with the final test in the course is that cumulative? And the answer is no. It really just considers that material that we're looking at in week 7 and week 8 on genre. 40 of the questions out of 50 of the questions are about that. There are, however, 10 general questions about the theater. And these are things that the department and the university wants to make sure you take away as sort of baseline things about the art form, right? They satisfy the gen ed requirement. So the answer is yes and no. Most of the test is narrowly about the things that we are reading about and discussing in the last 2 weeks of the course, only in weeks 7 and 8. But there are 10 questions out of 50, which are general theater knowledge questions, which is the way that we demonstrate that you have taken away a baseline understanding of what the theater is and how it works to satisfy that gen ed requirement. Okay. If you look at the prompt, it'll even tell you what the topics are, right, for those questions. So I think that's all that I've got for you in terms of housekeeping. If you have questions, feel free to write me and let me know. Meanwhile, I'm about to jump into your week 6 discussion boards, so I'll be interested to see how that conversation shook out. And if you have questions, comments, or obfuscations, send me a message, and we'll talk by email. All right? Take care.